everyone, and welcome to our tutorial video for the upcoming Subversive Stitch crochet workshop with the Wardlaw Museum at the University of St Andrews. This workshop is the sequel to our fantastic Subversive Stitch embroidery event held on the 8th of March for International Women's Day, and we would like to continue the theme of subversive crafts, and so together we will make a crochet applique of our exhibition logo. And this event highlights our upcoming exhibition with the Wardlaw Museum, Sex as Subversion, Fantasy and Power, the Beggars Benison Club. And this exhibition explores the sexual attitudes and activities of an all-male social club in the 18th and 19th centuries. And as curators of this exhibition, we want to spread a message of reclaiming and empowering sexuality in the modern day, of protesting injustice and fighting for equality. And one way of doing this is the art of subversive crafts, of reclaiming a traditional stereotypical feminine pastime cast to women and instead use these crafts as a way of spreading empowering, powerful and activist messages. So today I'd like to show you a few crochet stitches in the run-up to this workshop. We will go over some of the more beginner stitches and move on to some more trickier ones, but don't worry, we will take it step by step and you can rewind or fast forward as you need to. So okay, let's get started. Okay, so to get started we're going to want our crochet hook and a ball of yarn. I'm working with a nice blush peach colour today, but you can use whatever colour you like. First we'll start off with a chain stitch. So first we're going to want to make a beginning loop on our hook. So as if you were tying a knot, yarn over to make a loop like this, and using the longer piece of yarn, pull a loop through this loop like this and pull until you have a knot. And so what this makes is a kind of adjustable loop that you can put your hook through and pull until it's tight around the hook. And so using the long piece attached to your ball of wool, I kind of like to hold on the end piece kind of like in my remaining fingers, just to keep hold of it so it doesn't fly away. So holding the long piece of wool with your forefinger, yarn over the hook, and you're going to want to take your hook and pull that yarn through the stitch that you've made, and that is the chain stitch. So yarn over the hook and pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And when you get used to that hand motion, you can really just rattle them off and make a long line of chain stitches that will form the basis of your project. And that's the chain stitch. Now moving on to a magic ring. So essentially in crochet you can either work in a line, like from a line of chain stitches and moving up, or you can make a circle. So what you're going to want to do is have your yarn over your forefingers like this. Wrap the yarn around so you make a loop again, as though you were kind of making the start of a chain stitch. Pull the yarn through again. So to make a chain stitch, we'd carry on pulling this until we make a loop, right? But we're not going to do that. We're going to keep that there. Keep that loop there like this. You can kind of hold it in your forefinger and thumb if you want to. Place your hook through that loop that we've just made, keeping hold of this wool because it will kind of get loose if you don't keep hold of it. Pull until it's tight, okay? And then we can hold on to that yarn in your forefinger like this and keep your pinky on the bottom side of that ring there, so it's just kind of tight. It will feel a bit loose, that's completely normal, don't worry if it feels a bit loose at this point. So to make it tighter, yarn over the hook and pull through the loop that's on the hook. So we've got a kind of a strange arrangement right now, but what we're going to do to make a magic ring, it's usually 6 stitches, right? So yarn into this ring, yarn over, pull up, yarn over again, and pull through. And that essentially creates a single crochet as well. So this is kind of 2 tutorials in one. So again, you want to go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, and pull through again. There we go. Second single crochet. So hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, and pull through. So we've got 3 stitches now. See that? 1, 1, 2, 3. So we could do this 3 more times. Hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Hook in, yarn over again, pull through, hook in, yarn over again, pull through. How many do we have? So that's 6 now. Okay, so what we have is a line of single crochets and a little ring, and that's the dangly bit that we started with. So if you pull on that dangly bit of yarn, pull, 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 that becomes a magic ring circle. Okay, and then you can use that as a basis to go out and out and out and out and make some lovely crochet circles. But to finish this magic ring, we're going to want to do what's called a slip stitch. Take your hook into that first stitch that we made. You might have to waggle it about a bit. Hook through like that. Yarn over and just pull that yarn through both stitches, and that just joins up the circle into one nice lovely circle. Okay, so now we'll go over the single crochet again, and I'll show you double crochet as well. So we'll do what we did before and make a ring of chain stitches. So pull on there like that, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, rattle off some chain stitches. And so for a single crochet, just like we did with the magic ring, in the second loop from the hook, hook in through that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, pull through, and that's a single crochet. Hook in the stitch, so in this loop here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, hook in, yarn over, pull through. Keep doing this to the end, and then we'll have a row of single crochet stitches all the way to the end. Couple more. Right, so now we have a line of single crochet. So let's start on a new row and I can show you double crochet. So double crochet is essentially single crochet, but you're kind of doing it twice. So what you're going to want to do, start off by yarn over the hook, and then take your hook through the stitch you made before. So see that loop there that we made with single crochet, yarn over like that, hook into the stitch like this. You're gonna want to yarn over again, pull through, and then taking it step by step, yarn over, pull through those first 2 stitches on the hook, so the yarn over we made in the beginning and the yarn that we pulled through, yarn over again and pull through the last 2 remaining stitches. So we'll do that again. Yarn over in the beginning, hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through the last 2 stitches, yarn over, hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through the second 2 stitches. Da, 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 da. We'll carry on to the end, yarn over, hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, hook through the stitch, over, through the first 2 stitches, through the last 2 stitches. And there we have a row of double crochets. And you can kind of see, if you turn over, got the kind of row of single crochets here that we made, and then the double crochets are like kind of double as tall. Single crochets, double crochets. Okay, so to do what's called a single crochet increase, it's essentially just 2 single crochets in the 1 stitch. So take your hook, put it through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's a single crochet. And then you're just going to do the same thing again in that same hole that we put this single crochet in. So yarn in, hook in, sorry, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And then that's 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So we'll do that again. Hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, hook in the same hole, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And exactly the same idea with double crochet, yarn over, hook in, yarn over, pull through the first 2 stitches, pull through the last 2 stitches, exactly the same thing again in that same hole. So then you've got 2 double crochets in that same stitch, and that's a double crochet increase and a single crochet increase. Okay, so to make what's called a double crochet shell, which is what we'll need to make for our exhibition logo applique, it is 7 double crochets in the same stitch to make a nice kind of semicircle shape. So what we're going to want to do is choose the stitch that's 2 stitches away from where your hook is. So miss this stitch out, miss this stitch out, we're working into this one here, so the 3rd one from the hook. So yarn over, hook through, and do 7 double crochets in that same hole. This might get a bit fiddly because the hole doesn't look very big to fit 7 crochets in, but it will fit 7 double crochets, I promise. Just keep going. So that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, and that's 7. And so to finish this off, you're going to want to skip another 2 stitches. So here you have stitch 1, and then stitch 2, and then this 3rd stitch here. Just pop your hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So a single crochet, right? And that finishes off that double crochet shell, and it makes a lovely little semicircle shape. And so those are some beginning crochet stitches. You can go over this video, rewind it, fast forward it, however you like, but give these a practice. They're really, really fun, and I love crochet, so I will be very, very excited to see you for our Subversive Stitch crochet workshop. Bye everyone!